10 alternative versions of the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa isn't just the most renowned work of art by Leonardo da Vinci, yet additionally the most popular composition ever. It is a social symbol. It has balanced in the restroom of a ruler, been taken, and as of late had a cake tossed at it by a protester. Fortunately for the composition, it is presently housed behind slug and bomb confirmation glass since it is a particularly important item, but no measure of glass can shield it from re-evaluation by different craftsmen. The following are 10 elective forms of Leonardo's magnum opus, and some of them are extremely very elective. 10 rare discoveries about famous artists and their art. 10 LHOOQ. Marcel Duchamp scandalized and reformed the craftsmanship world in the mid-20th century when he started creating his ready-mades. He would take a regular, ordinary item and transform it into a showstopper by setting it in a workmanship exhibition. Most broadly, he took a urinal, turned it on its side, marked the name Armut on it, and made a piece he called Fountain. For his translation of the Mona Lisa, he utilized a postcard rendition of the composition and drew on a sharp mustache and little goatee facial hair. Under this, he marked it LHOOQ whenever these letters are perused out in French. They sound like Ella a show au cul, signifying, she has a hot ass. Duchamp's point was that regardless of how extraordinary a showstopper is seen to be, it stays an article that can be played with. 9 Mona à la mace. Everybody likes to doodle drawings occasionally. However, just a single individual is viewed as the Da Vinci of doodlers. Lenny Mace is viewed as an expert with the ballpoint pen. Utilizing just conventional pens, he creates representations and what he calls paintings. His most popular work is Mona à la mace, a Mona Lisa in ballpoint, because of his office with pens. Mace was dispatched by the Pilot Pen Organization to make a rendition of the Mona Lisa. The work foregoes Leonardo's muffled range for ones of clear purple, some way or another utilizing only ballpoints. Mace had the option to reproduce the delicate and smooth shapes that are a brand name of Leonardo's style. Although Mona à la mace once hung in pilots' workplaces, its ongoing whereabouts are obscure. Since the craftsman was paid a large number of dollars to make it, it presumably didn't wind up in the trash like most doodles. 8 Mona Lisa bazooka. Banksy is the most well-known road craftsman on the planet. His spray painting frequently springs up in surprising spots, yet it is uncommon for them to remain there for a really long time. His works can sell for millions. Whole dividers have been removed from structures to permit the proprietors to sell their unforeseen windfall. In 2007, in Soho, London, Banksy made his interpretation of the Mona Lisa. This time, rather than simply holding the watcher with a puzzling gaze, the popular woman is shown holding a bazooka. By giving her a fearsome weapon, Mona Lisa's unpretentious grin becomes deranged. Is she grinning at the pulverization she is going to unleash? Not everybody is intrigued by the juxtaposition of viciousness and great composition. One woman who detected the work was heard to say, "Just young men with little DKS paint pictures of large firearms." 7. Isleworth Mona Lisa. Leonardo da Vinci was a stickler. He was well known in his day for beginning works and proceeding to deal with them for quite a long time, in some cases never finishing them. As he strived to accomplish his vision, the Mona Lisa might have been chipped away at from 1503 to 1517. given the variant in the Louvre took him such a long time? Is it likely that Leonardo likewise made a subsequent form? Some workmanship history specialists think he did. A duplicate of the Mona Lisa was purchased in Italy during the 1780s and brought to Britain. It stayed semi-secret until 1913. When it was purchased and shown to general society. An article then seemed guaranteeing that this form was additionally painted by Leonardo and was maybe created first. The following proprietor of the work of art distributed a book that expressed this was the main genuine Leonardo rendition. The one in the Louvre was only a duplicate by another person. Incidentally, this would have made the canvas he claimed unbelievably valuable. Unfortunately for the ongoing proprietors of the composition, there are various issues with ascribing it to Leonardo. Leonardo painted on wooden sheets, yet the Isleworth Mona Lisa is painted on material. 6. Prado Mona Lisa. There are, obviously, many duplicates of the Mona Lisa. The one hanging in the Prado Museum in Madrid was believed to be simply one more of these for a long time. Notwithstanding, when it was re-established in 2012, specialists were allowed the opportunity to re-evaluate this artistic creation. And they found something exciting. The Prado Mona Lisa dates from around 1507 to 1516, the very time when Leonardo was delivering his own work. At the point when long stretches of stain and dark overpainting were stripped back, the Prado Mona Lisa uncovered its quality. In numerous ways, it is preferred saved over the more renowned Mona Lisa in the Louvre. And the subtleties of the foundation are a lot clearer. The Prado variant is painted from a somewhat unexpected point in comparison to the Louvre form. It appears to be that this painting was made by an understudy working next to Leonardo in a similar studio. Who painted this Mona Lisa, notwithstanding, stays a secret as Leonardo had numerous partners. 5. Monna Vanna. Perhaps Leonardo's nearest aide, and conceivably his sweetheart, was called Salai. Salai was shown the specialty of painting by Leonardo, however he never approached his lord in ability. Some have proposed he helped Leonardo in alternate ways. One hypothesis is that Salai was the genuine model for the Mona Lisa. Salai is connected to the Mona Lisa in alternate ways. It is possible that he painted the variant in the Prado. It might likewise be that after Leonardo's demise, it was Salai who acquired the Mona Lisa in the Louvre. We in all actuality do realize that Salai created something like one variant of the Mona Lisa called the Monna Vanna. In that work of art, the model sits similarly situated as the Mona Lisa yet has uncovered breasts. The Monna Vanna, or Vain Woman, probably won't be the shameful Leonardo knockoff it at first appears. A sketch of the Monna Vanna was obviously drawn by Leonardo himself. It likewise has all the earmarks of being a drawing of Salai with bosoms. Did Leonardo make it as a respect to his attractive youthful collaborator or as a shrewd joke? 4. Mona Lisa smoking a pipe. The Dada development and the Surrealists changed craftsmanship everlastingly when they made their odd commitments, yet in numerous ways, they were expanding on crafted by other abnormal specialists. In 1882, a display was placed on in Paris called Arts Incohérence. It highlighted just work by specialists who didn't have the foggiest idea how to draw. It was an enormous achievement and was rehashed a few times before long. One of the benefactors was a craftsman known as Sepec. Genuine name Eugene Bataille. Sepec was known for his erraticisms that preempted execution workmanship. He had a propensity for strolling around the city with his head painted blue. So it should maybe not be astounding that his Mona Lisa was a little odd. Sepek's Mona Lisa is shown smoking a line and puffing out rings of smoke. 3. Mona Lisa. All specialists develop a specific style to convey their thoughts. Fernando Botero unquestionably has style. As a painter and stoneworker, Botero shows individuals that look as though they have been overinflated and are occupying the space they're in. Botero's Mona Lisa isn't the sensitive woman of Leonardo's unique, however, is rather a shapely, practically bulbous presence. However, both have a similar mysterious articulation. How you decipher that look is most likely totally different relying upon whether you are taking a gander at a Botero or a Leonardo. Botero has really painted a few renditions of the Mona Lisa. One is called Mona Lisa, age 12, and shows the sitter as a debilitated green young woman. Without the title, you probably won't actually know what her identity was intended to be. 2. Mona Lisa. Be back in 5 minutes. On the off chance that anybody has seen the Mona Lisa, it is presumably through a timberland of travelers' hands holding up their telephones to snap an image. It is difficult to get up near the composition, and when individuals do, they are frequently disheartened to figure out the Mona Lisa is shockingly little. Scarcely anybody has an opportunity to concentrate on the subtleties. While you're seeing her mouth, you don't get a lot of opportunity to check the foundation out. Behind Leonardo's Mona Lisa is a non-existent scene highlighting mountains, ways, and a bridge. Sophie Matisse is the extraordinary granddaughter of the well-known painter Henri Matisse. And she has made a progression of works called Be Back in 5 Minutes. She takes popular masterpieces and eliminates the people that would regularly be in them. One of them flaunts the flawless view that would be apparent if just Mona Lisa could get far removed. 1. Self-portrait Mona Lisa by Dali. Salvador Dali was one of the extraordinary surrealists. His work is immediately conspicuous for the dreamscapes he evokes, highlighting softening clocks or axle-legged elephants. Nonetheless, Dali painted odd things of beauty as well as transformed for what seems like forever into one strange execution. Not the most trivial part of his erraticisms was the pointed and improved moustache he cultivated. Dali's moustache is to some degree like the beard Duchamp painted on his form of the Mona Lisa. This makes what Dali did to some degree meta. He not just placed his moustache on his own upper lip, however he additionally put his entire face on the Mona Lisa. Dali seems looking looked at and gripping a heap of coins, maybe to propose the franticness of the immense sums paid for exemplary works of art. How much is the genuine Mona Lisa worth? It's difficult to say as it won't ever be sold. Be that as it may, in 1962, it was evaluated at $100 million, almost $1 billion today. In any case, from that point forward, the craftsmanship market has gone wild, and practically any gauge would make certain to be beaten assuming the Mona Lisa showed up at sell-off.